Hey everybody, VOD Squad and Precogs, or Precognitioned VOD watchers, all are welcome.
Woo! Back to some spicy Fallout 4 mods.
Hey. Oh, I probably should have launched it to see if I get a CTD. Everything's fine. I put on the thing that lets me scrap stuff. Ah, look at this. Refuse can be scrapped now. This is truly the greatest. Just this dumb looking bush. It's gone. Oh, look at that.
Woo!
This stuff, like the grass here or whatever, that's fine. But like these ugly fucking bushes, like if you lived here, you'd get rid of them.
Lawn.
Like if you lived here, you would not have this. And it's like, oh man, settlement's looking great. And it's like, yeah, it looks like a piece of shit. Like these are dead plants. They do not serve you.
It's funny because you see like a bunch of abandoned lawnmowers all over the place, and it's like, why don't you get one of those to work? I think you desperately need it.
Anyway, I'll pause my blitzkrieg on shrubbery for now. And let's what should we do?
Well, we're following the main story, right?
Yes. I suppose we'll just go do that then. I'll wait on talking to Piper until like more people roll in, I guess.
Sure.
So that people can decide on stuff. Unless
Decide on whether or not it is actually a good romance.
oh no, there's the interview, so she asks you
yeah,
questions.
all the funny stuff.
Although you could just make all the choices for me.
Sure.
You're in chat.
Me.
So this is kind of nice. It's like a weirdly vanilla experience. Like you get to re-meet all the people and like.
Here we call your haircut a scab special. Little flecks of blood, give it a personal touch. You should think about getting a trim.
My son is missing. Who around here can help me?
Hey, I just cut hair. Alright? Talk is one thing. But if the paper's right, I'm against it.
Can you turn the volume up a
Involved
little
in missing
bit?
people is something I don't
I
want.
guess it's just super quiet.
I could help.
I'm not asking you to stick your neck out. Just point me in a direction. Yeah. Alright. I can do that.
You want Valentine's the decorations. It's in the back alley. A lot of bright signs.
Just don't tell anyone you're going there, alright?
People don't like that place. Talk about shutting it down all the time.
Thanks for your help.
You be careful, okay? Institute's out there.
So far scarier boogeyman than in other games is like people sending replicants to replace you.
I got a lot of options over here.
You know weapons?
You know weapons, huh?
I can sell you guns, swords, whatever. Now keep your life insurance. The secret is in the mods, little personal touches here. Install a scope, expand the clip size, whatever. You spend enough time with your gear, and you'll have the right answer to every problem. Anyway, let's get back to you and what kind of protection you're looking for.
Yes, this is another guy that's added from the
Not now.
Alright.
mod. Oh, this guy's funny.
Hey there.
You there! You need a genuine, authentic, custom-made hickory swap.
I think it was funny. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it might be funnier to talk to him with Piper.
Hey, Yora, honeydew. Welcome back.
Howdy, howdy. Oh, and then you can buy this house. You can live here. At home plate.
Hmm.
Alright. Oh, they have a swatter sign. Oh, that's the school. You can teach a class. The school. I have a real, like, noir detective gun, don't I? I was made for this job.
You know, I get if the apocalypse, like, just happened, that you would be making buildings out of, like, scrap metal and stuff. But if it's been, like, 200 years, and you haven't updated at all...
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's...
Like, you could just gather stones, make some cement, and just build a nice house.
I don't know. I feel like people would end up using materials that were already there.
Sure. But... Come on.
What are you doing?
It doesn't seem too far off to, like, want to build yourself a nice house that can actually defend against mutants and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, you could actually build a castle and have it be worth it. Have it be like a fort.
Yeah, but...
Hey, Pyrus here. He says, hey,
Hey.
how's the healthiest junkie in the eternal apocalypse?
Oh. I thought it said chunky. I was like, who's the healthiest chunky?
Junkie. Because you like the drug.
Healthiest junkie in the apocalypse is doing fantastic. Alright. I don't know. A lot of this construction seems like reasonable.
I mean, like, they're putting up metal plates to create a building.
Yeah.
That's not gonna last.
Myrna's house is just open?
Wouldn't it just be better to, like, create something that would last instead of putting in all this effort?
Here's, if we're talking about construction, by the way, here's what doesn't make sense.
Sure.
This is a pull door, right? Are there any hinges on the door? Because this is not...
Yeah, that's in the way.
Yeah.
It wasn't even constructed properly.
I don't know, this... I don't... Wait, it has to be a push door if that's there, right?
Exactly.
Well, okay, well, let's see. All these doors should be the same model, so let's watch if it opens or pushes. Okay, well.
It just wiggles the handle, yeah.
Yeah. It's weird that you're allowed to go in her house, but you can't steal anything from her house.
Well, I mean, I guess you can. It would just make you a bad guy.
But it's not a crime to...
Yeah, it's not a crime to enter.
Yeah. It's weird. This is a very cool interior. I don't steal stuff typically in Fallout games, because there's no, like... The real-life version of a rogue is just a crack addict, so I've never found it very romanticized in an apocalyptic game to steal. But... fuck. But these are really interesting interiors. So she has, like, an upper floor? And with the powers of meth, I can leap from roof to roof.
You're like Spider-Man, but with meth.
Yeah, like the Hulk. So what do we got up here? Wow. What a view. How is she cranky all the time? She lives here? She owns the whole building? Is that the sign for her business? What a lunatic. Why is she cranky?
I mean, you are kind of surrounded by shitty-looking buildings all the time, so that might be part of it.
But this is. Oh, well, yeah. It's. I mean, yeah. Okay, everything's shitty looking. That's a fair point.
You're literally living in what is essentially a junkyard-style neighborhood here. Oh, yeah. No!
Well, yeah, it's not per.
Aww.
Boo.
Not quite, huh?
Yeah, not quite.
It's close, but no cigar.
Now, what is going on here? There's a car on the roof? Why?
Because they have no sense of design, Adam.
They put a car up here too? Literally, why? I mean, you know, if it was a functioning car, it would kind of be a cute, like, spot to just sit and hang out. Is like, not a functioning car, but like a less
decoration.
than... Yeah, like a place just to sit. Like, especially if you took out, like... I don't know, if you made some space or you turned the seats around or something, it could kind of be pleasant.
If you were a car repair shop and put, like, a car on top and, like, stylized it.
No, just
Shop.
just as a way of adding an extra room to your house if you just added a car.
Is that what that trailer's supposed to be? An extra room?
What trailer?
To your left? Right? There?
The school bus?
Is that a school bus?
Well, it says Massachusetts School District, so...
Well, from far away, it looked like a trailer.
Yeah, it looks very, like, 50s.
Yeah, it looks very sci-fi.
In the school bus, they have Mentats and Psycho. And Jet?
They could have set up a couch and a TV.
You can literally get here from the schoolhouse. This is quite peculiar. Oh god, I hope they change this.
What?
So... What did she say?
I don't know. Hey, Gabe the Gen, welcome to our next Fallout 4 mod stream.
We've learned a lot since then, so we're going to reinforce that knowledge with a little quiz.
But I'm tired. I'm detecting a 9 degree of fatigue in
Ooh! A little too close there.
All right, you guys. We'll do the quiz.
Yes!
This is the story.
What is 12 times 15?
12 times 15.
Do you want a calculator?
Let me just 150 times just 180.
Is it 180?
That's right. I see your parents raised you with a respect for your education. Fabi, it is important, yes? This thing called
Oh
love.
god.
I hear the children talk about. I think they need that to learn.
Yeah.
Two answers are love?
Oh, please do not.
One is a question of what she means by love.
When I talk about these things, there are always tears. I have one more question before you leave. It's not another quiz. I don't get to talk to many adults. This love I hear about, do you think you can have it for someone?
No, I don't think so. Compatibility is very important.
Romantic relationships between people who are very, very different from one another usually don't work out.
I thank you. You have helped me make up my mind about something.
This is a school for children. Markets outside.
Does
threaten.
the robot want to fuck the teacher or something?
Yes.
Ah.
And then if you tell her to go for it, the teacher's like, yeah, we're crossing boundaries. And it's like,
Ah, no. I fell in love with my fleshlight. She really gets me.
God.
That is very weird.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
I'll try to be as normal as possible.
Got a lot of people from the market barreling through here by accident, and it's hard to keep the children's attention. This is a public building, you know, so feel free to look around.
I have a high intelligence score. I could probably help, you know? But whatever, I'll leave.
Hey, Swicky, you know that we're in the apocalypse right now, right? Think you want to have some kids? Help the human race with a real woman? And not a robot?
Yeah. Yeah. Although, I guess he is helping teach kids, so that's cool. Oh, Brotherhood of Steel. Oh no, that's just regular military. Brotherhood of Steel, I think, has the T-60s, and this is a T-45 helmet or something? Which is weird. It's like off-center. Nice piece I have there. Make sure to keep it high. It is holstered. Bitch. Talk to me. Okay. So. In case something goes horribly wrong with this quest, we'll just hard save. Alright, Toots. I'm looking for... What's his name?
Something
Valentine? Yeah.
Stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
A waster? Alright, what should I say?
Who are you?
Wait, who are you? You the detective?
Me? No, I'm Nick's secretary. Handles appointments, his papers, that sort of thing. Well, that's what I used to do anyway, but now Nick's disappeared and I can't keep a detective agency open without a detective.
Wow, you really opened up to a stranger very quickly. I guess I'll offer help.
Don't worry, I can help. Tell me what happened.
Nick was working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there that they use as a base. I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but he just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
What do you just have to keep on hitting offer help? Skinny Malone?
Sure.
Skinny Malone character.
I don't know much about it, but he's from Good Neighbor, and that means he's in the well-pressed suits and machine gun school of thuggery.
Psycho Mantis?
Yeah, I don't know what Good Neighbor is, right?
Malone's from Good Neighbor?
Yeah, it's a tough neighborhood. Northeast a ways. People with power there care about two things: style and body count.
Okay.
Do you want money for this quest?
It's up to you. You're my moral compass. Which direction?
Down, I suppose.
I'll find it. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat.
Trench coat. We need his trench coat.
Thuggery.
He gives you a trench coat.
Ah, sick. Looks like we did the right thing by not taking the money.
Why, you can get both. This is so neat. Like, I never really went into the interiors of these places. I kind of, at the point I got to Diamond City, I was kind of like, I don't want to discover any more writing. And it was a good instinct, because, like,
Don't want to discover any more writing.
it was a good instinct, because they had, like, some weird, like,
I mean, that's terrible when, like, you're creating a role-playing game
yeah.
and nobody wants to interact with your characters because they're written so poorly.
Yeah.
Don't walk outside
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. The power of meth-sploration.
Nah, not even close.
I must have hit something. Like I must have hit an invisible wall.
There you go.
Oh no, okay. It's hard to tell sometimes because you're moving so fast. Yeah. You can't tell if you're getting air just from hitting a bump or if you're like. All right. So I guess next up, Piper.
Yeah, Piper.
Oh, talk to the little sister.
Hey, Nat.
Selling papers is busy work, mister.
Well, I guess she doesn't want to talk to you.
Ouch. All right.
Glad you dropped by.
Blue.
Because you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing a blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and that fish out of water look. Dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. It's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
Well, obviously we're gonna do the interview, right?
Yeah.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on this?
Do you want to see what he says if you hit sarcastic?
Sure.
It was just me and 1,000 guinea pigs. They came from the hood.
Okay. I guess we're gonna have to go with the satirical approach. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on this?
All right. Why does it matter?
Why is that here now, Anna?
I told you this is a perspective piece. People in Diamond City need to know you're from a different world than them. So, what was the vault like?
We were frozen.
I mean, he was frozen.
Okay.
It's technically the truth.
Family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time at the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god.
Do you like older men?
So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Sucks.
Oh man. I mean, it is worse. I guess.
You like the 50s, 60s, so it sucks.
How do you think?
Anyone home?
Anyone home?
How do you think?
Can you even compare the two? The world out here? It's not even close to the world.
Feeling a little homesick, are we? Can't say I blame you. Now, the big question. Why come to Diamond City? I'm looking for someone. Who is it?
Big choices, huh? What do we pick?
Who was it? Actually, though.
It's
It
your
was
son,
like his-
Sean.
Okay, so it actually is Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A family member, I guess. Huh?
I lost family, okay? I'm trying to get mine back.
What's their name? Who are they?
Why does it matter?
Why do you care?
This is news. No one else in Diamond City may care about the missing, but my paper does.
You have to open up to me, babe. Alright, Sean.
My son, Sean, was kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
The parent after the missing child. As heartbreaking today as it ever was.
Do you like fathers?
Do
Do you like DILFs?
What was the question? I missed that.
I don't know. She said something about the Institute, I guess.
The Institute?
The Institute? Who were they?
That, Blue, is the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth. No one really knows who or where they are, but the game book is all
I wonder if the game volume is okay, because it's like super low for us, but I don't know if it's like loud
Yeah,
for
I don't
other.
know if it's in the settings or something. Maybe the voices are just way down.
There's a person with a smooth double.
Audio.
Oh, well, yeah. It's the best we can do.
A little covert agent no one would ever suspect.
I can always plug in the speaker, but then like the louder it gets, you know, the closer you risk to like echoing and stuff. So
That's why I'm asking.
I missed that again because we were completely distracted talking about something else.
So I think she's saying like, do you think that the Institute took Sean and replaced him with a synth?
Oh God.
Mind speaking up?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary.
Yeah, thanks for telling me that about my son.
I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. No one wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
Vengeance.
Tempting. I guess don't lose hope.
Okay. Sure. Sure you don't want to be like blood.
No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope.
Trying to get this girl wet for me, you know?
A strong note to end on, Blue. Thanks. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back. Just say the word when you're ready. I can't
Yeah, Eric says the game volume is super low for the stream too.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, desktop audio is like all the way down.
Suppose that'll help.
Okay. How's this? Here, I know how we can test the audio.
Alright, buddy. Eric says
Let
much
me know
better.
if there's anything I can do to lighten the load, or, you know.
Yeah,
if you
piracy.
need
Do you like
anything
single
read.
fathers with a dead wife?
Hey, look at this suit and cowboy hat. Am I not just the greatest water salesman you've ever seen? What a hunk. Alright, so I guess should we take her with us?
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but
Yeah, why not?
Commonwealth never lacks for
Unless
excitement.
she's gonna die.
Hey, Piper.
Heading my way?
Travel with me.
You sure you want to travel with me?
Well, it's that, or get back to writing the paper. I guess the paper can wait.
Alright, let's
Sure.
go.
Let's go.
Will do.
Let's
Oh.
go snorkeling, am I right?
Okay. I used to have a mod that made whatever weapon I gave to my companion have infinite ammo as long as I gave them one bullet. But
I remember that.
Anything I
yeah.
can do? You just say the word.
oh, you have a good gun now. You have a 10 mil. You have a fatty 10 milli. Oh, you know what?
Hey,
Where to?
I wonder. Oh, you can choose. You can choose between her wearing road leathers and her trench coat. Obviously, the trench coat.
is way cooler, yeah.
Yeah, it's like her real, more. Can I have her use that? Will that actually function? That looks much more like. Now she looks a little like French saboteur.
Hell yeah. Bear.
It's a Yao Guai?
But can you have sex with it? Is the question.
No.
It's big, loud, full of corrupt officials and brown-nosing citizens, but it's home.
Alright.
Let's make a new home, babe.
Yeah, I was thinking, there's a Vault DLC that I have, and I never really...
Bless yous, chat.
Zoomed. Okay, so... What's my quest? Go find Valentine, right? And he's kind of by Swan's Pond, so I guess we'll do Swan's Pond. See how this goes.
Yeah. Oh dear God.
Maybe I should give Piper one of these.
It looks very deadly.
You think I should go swimming in the pond?
I'm gonna say no.
Well, I have the perk that makes me not get radiated from swimming. Let's see what chat says. Does chat want me to swim in the pond?
So you think there's like stuff at the bottom of it?
I think there could be stuff at the bottom of the pond.
That's fair. If there's loot, I'm in.
Alright.
As with most things.
Let
I'm
me
a filthy looter.
So, that's the pond over there. I guess we'll just go for a dip. Make sure all my guns are reloaded for the swimming session. Yeah, I always go swimming with my Mauser. Let's see.
We got some advice from the chat. They're saying save scum for the win.
Alright, let's just go swimming, I guess. Splish splash, taking a bath. Just a standard pond. Gotta rock. Ooh. I think the reason my swim didn't go successfully is because I didn't take enough drugs. I think my standard swimming lineup should be buff out. No, we need buff out. Probably. What does this do? What's this? What is XL? That looks.
Eric says, I wonder how Piper feels about your meth addiction.
I think
she's into it.
Yeah. Well, I can get a perk later that makes it impossible for me to be addicted to drugs. That's what I'm going for. I just need to be level 22. If anyone ever says you have a problem, just say you gotta get to level 22 and you can just be immune to addictions. And I already picked up an addict doll, so I can take out my addictions once I get to level 22. I think there's some perk I can get. Yeah, I can get gun nut and upgrade stuff a little bit more. This is 17? Yeah.
Hey, Curious Comics, welcome to the Fallout 4 mod second stream. Says, finally, y'all play a game I like. That's a hot take.
Laser is nice and blinding. Everything's still attached? Good question.
Swan, more like ugly duck.
Splish splash, everyone. Against the Furious Power Fist, which I think is...
Pyroseer says, "Are we really a drug addict if we can't get addicted?"
I know, right? So
At
right...
that point, it's just a super serum.
so we're gonna prestige class as Captain America, but for now, we're just a meth head. Alright, it's like a Fire Emblem. You go up to level 20 as a meth head, and then you promotion into... instead of general, you go into Captain America.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine. You're only... You know what they say. You're only a meth head until you prestige class. Yeah, I gave this to Kate in my first playthrough. It seemed to fit her character. Swan boat fragments. Sounds very heavy. Okay. And now... Oh, good, we have it. Okay. Let's get some Radix. That is... does radiation heal super mutants, or is that just ghouls? I think super mutants are just immune to it, not healed by.
That's how I remember it from the Fallout 3 game.
Yeah. It doesn't really come into play a lot that ghouls, there's a Grognak somewhere here.
Ooh,
Oh, there's... Not that I need it.
very nice though.
Yeah.
Sick.
Mala. War Maiden of Mars. Right. Oh, a pipe gun. Very, very important. Oh, you know what? Right by here, there's a pretty funny thing. I was always curious if this was just someone going off the reservation, or if this was like actually something that's like theoretically canon. I should talk to Piper so I can get the yeah to go away. Piper. Where is she? The old trick was to sprint, and then sometimes they just like pop. Yeah, they pop into existence. Okay.
Hey.
Point the way.
So if you talk to Piper, unfortunately, she will flood your inventory with candy, because she's literally 5.
Piper.
She's so
Catherine,
sweet.
thoughts?
It just means that she likes you.
Your thoughts?
Nice being on the move again. Fewer paper cuts than back home.
More.
Your thoughts?
Hard to believe I'm roaming with my own pre-war relic.
Alright, let's not run out of thoughts. She doesn't have a lot.
Relationship?
Is everything all right between us, Piper?
I suppose things are all right. Just feels like we could be doing more for folks out here, you know?
Oh, I thought he would ask if she has a boyfriend.
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Alright. Some Radway. So there's a comic book store over here. Got Curio's Comics in the chat. It's fitting, right? If there's a fire psychic, we'll stop by for Pyroseer too. Hubris Comics. So this is where you get the Grognak the Barbarian Axe, which I would argue is maybe the best melee weapon because it has increased stagger, so you can deal with some enemies better with it. So this is a trap. This will like alert all the friends. God, there's a lot. Oh, I have none of my guns reloaded. Nope. Nope. Nice shot,
It's a good
Piper.
thing you're high. This would be quite
Performance
scary.
enhancing. They're just does performance enhancements. Time to reload my Chinese pistol and/or Mauser.
Comic shop. It's just like I remember. All the nerds attacking me. Dirt and shit everywhere.
Good shoot. She's not using the Luger, so I guess you do need ammo still. Ooh, this is one of those things I would have suspected they would update. Alright, I'm gonna loot after, I guess. We'll just go through and melt face. Oh, God. I guess I'll take it. Yeah, let's try to reload it. Any juice there? No, the gunfight got
Nice and
Got it.
get blasted, nerd.
then I started blasting.
Restrain myself. No looting. Must kill. There's gotta be more ammo in this, right?
Although to be fair, with the drugs, you're really not wasting any time. So what do you think, Chad? Do ghouls deserve rights? Do we need radioactive diversity?
I like the, come here. Bam! Oh. Just slapped his arm. I love the sound of the gun when it's not in slow-mo. It's almost a
Yeah,
shame.
it's very satisfying.
Such a shame to have to fight in yeah, so
Looks like we've uncovered the secret layer of the Silver Shroud.
Aura Honeydew is asking, where are the one-liners, Chatham?
silver submachine gun.
There we go.
Right.
Yeah. If I fight a werewolf, they're fucked.
Yeah, so well she actually it's fun to see her comment on the environment. She was like, oh, we found the secret layer of the Silver Shroud. So now I can dress up as the Silver Shroud, although
Oh my god, I love it.
and then you get Silver Shroud dialogue options with certain people.
Oh.
You can like roleplay as the superhero. Although I get worse prices on things because the other thing had charisma bonuses. But maybe we should save the Silver Shroud outfit until I prestige class as not a meth head. Although that'll be in like a lot of levels. So I'll be level 22 and I'm level 13 now. So I might as well just be the Silver Shroud now if you're going to be entertained by it. Also,
I mean, you are trying to turn into Captain America, essentially.
I
There we
also have a
go.
Grognak outfit. Maybe this is a more appropriate meth head outfit.
Oh, yeah. Very cool.
I think you can see my like tidy whities underneath the thing. You can give outfits to other people, so we could have her dress as the Silver Shroud or Grognak or whatever.
I don't suppose there's any bikini chainmail around.
The outfit, if you give it to
Hey.
her,
Just let me know. Sure, take a peek.
kind of is. It looks like that on her.
Oh, okay.
But
It's not bad. It's just...
I think her wears. Wow, she looks like a real fucking paperboy. Alright.
I was gonna say it looks like Han Solo or something.
Oh yeah, maybe. So, we'll do a tiny little side quest here. Director's notes. Alright, so essentially, the director is saying that the person who's playing Grognak the Barbarian in the Grognak the Barbarian movie they're somehow filming at the top of a comic shop not great set design for, anyway.
Not a lot of sense, but...
Yeah, it
okay.
doesn't really make sense. So, he's saying that he's acting more and more like Grognak, and he's sitting on the toilet, and he's saying that it's his throne, and he refuses to go shoot a scene, etc.
It'd make more sense if they were, like, shooting commercials to advertise the comic book shop or something.
Yes.
Just like, come meet Grognak or whatever.
Yeah, maybe that is what they're doing. I don't know. Maybe I just misunderstood the logs. So, they say that, and then they say he just went onto the roof, and people are trying to calm him down. And so you go up to the roof to further investigate. But there's loot not on the roof, so we're not on the roof yet. I'm gonna reload this.
Bars now.
You know, fun
Can't find
fact,
anything in here.
Trisha played like...
Hey, something. I see you.
Oh, wait. A lot of hours of an FPS before ever knowing what the remote was. Like, it sounds funny. It sounds like funny, but it's it makes total sense. Like, once you know what the game was, it was Borderlands 2, and I had the DLC for her to play as the Necromancer.
Yeah, I believe you told me to just never read
I did. And then you were like, I don't even know how to reload. And I was like, it's best you never know.
them.
This is the Grognak the Barbarian axe.
Don't think I can.
For melee
take this.
characters, this is a good, it's a good axe to get, I would say. You can really stun lock people pretty well with it. Yeah. Kind of my favorite thing to do is to VATS one hit, and then to interrupt VATS after the damage is dealt.
Eric is saying you might need to turn down the game audio. You're getting drowned out during combat.
Oh, interesting.
So you turn it up too high.
I think the music could probably be lower.
Well, I'm sure the gunshot noises are like what's really...
I think effects are gunshots. Let's test. Maybe this is easier. Still seems like the same volume, but...
Virus here says I only heard half of it because of the combat music.
Oh, what was I saying?
I don't know. There's a huge
Oh.
delay, so...
Oh, okay. So Trisha played through like several hours of her kind of, I guess, first maybe FPS on PC without ever knowing what the reload button was, because we were playing Borderlands 2. And Borderlands 2, she was playing as the Necromancer. So if you know how that class works, reloading isn't like, it's not. I guess you could with certain builds, but it's like not advisable usually. The more times you finish a magazine without reloading, the more stacks of a buff you get, that increases your chance for each shot you fire, when missed, to ricochet and hit a target. So just by firing blindly at the ground, it'll bounce once and then into your target. So you shoot by like kind of lobbing shots sort of into the center of enemies, like with a shotgun usually. Oh my god. Alright. Cool script. Oh, yeah, that's how you write scripts.
Ugh. Oh, I hope this stuff is dust.
What else would it be? Freak? Okay.
Eric Lowry says, that's pretty cool. A build that flat out encourages spraying and praying.
Yeah, I thought it was super cool. And then a friend of mine was telling me later, it's the developers called it the girlfriend build.
Makes sense, yeah.
And people were mad. It's like, yeah, but I like it. It's like, it is super simple gameplay wise, but you have to be more like you have to be more tactical in like how you're positioning yourself. You have to play differently than you normally would, because you don't want to be out of cover. There's specific locations in a gunfight that are a floor that lots of people can see is the target to shoot. So you start thinking like a lot differently. You jumping a lot and stuff, so you can see a floor that's further away.
Right.
And then, like, if you were in a... not that there is this environment in Borderlands, but an office where they have cubicles, like walls that don't reach the ceiling, you want to start shooting the ceiling, because then they'll bounce down on all your enemies. And then certain types of weapons are better. I think the class kind of pushes you towards submachine guns, but a shotgun is particularly good. Especially super inaccurate shotguns are now better.
The more inaccurate, the better, yeah.
Yeah, because accuracy literally doesn't affect your playstyle, so you might as well have the most inaccurate shotgun. Especially Hyperion... I liked Torque shotguns the most, but Hyperion shotguns, as you're firing them, the accuracy increases, so you might as well just start shooting duck, 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 at the floor, and then aim up and try to hit them. Because you won't miss the floor, but you could miss them. So it's like it's just interesting, because all the other classes you're trying specifically to hit the targets, whereas this class you could play on a really high difficulty and like avoid taking damage by just kind of staying out of the way a lot. Mm-hmm. Man, these loading screens are like hella Xbox.
To be fair, you have quite the mod on.
I guess, but that really shouldn't change anything.
I don't know.
I think I remember this taking a little while on my game, but not this long. I wonder if the game is installed on a old school hard drive, and if that's making a big difference. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, this is like unrelated.
Anyone decides to pick...
Extras notes. Dave really did it. He really levitated. He truly is a battle mage. I feel like such an idiot for calling him crazy. If only I listened to him, maybe he'd forge me my own magic sword and helmet, and bestow upon me the power of flight. In any case, I made up my mind. I've already packed things and moved out of the house. I'm going to quit this job and pledge myself to his service. That's
Go
Well,
fight
there
with
you
us
have
out
it.
here. We're in
amazing.
trouble.
He really is Grognak.
Oh my god.
Am I dressed up as a silver? I am not dressed up as a silver shroud. Did she say anything about me being naked?
Hey.
What you got for me?
Hey, Piper.
Something to say?
No. Just be naked. Don't mind me. Alright. Silver Shroud, costume and hat. We will discover all of the secret dialogue by being the Silver Shroud. So this note, I think, Jenny's diary. How on earth did Dave make that jump? Bob didn't even make it to the statue, and he used to be a long jumper in high school. I've stacked boxes as high as I could, and it still seems impossible. My latest theory is that he jumped off the street light. We just didn't see it from where we were standing. But some of the staff is starting to wonder if he really is a battle mage. That's obviously bullshit, and I refuse to believe it on general principle. Besides, if Dave did know how to levitate, he wouldn't have needed that ladder to climb up to the other ledge. Not sure what he was doing
The
over
plot thickens.
Not sure he was doing over but he shouted some nonsense about conjuring a key. I can't be sure, but I think I saw him fish something out of a duffel bag. Alright.
Alright.
So
He's high.
So yeah, you figured it out, right?
Yeah.
So is he a battle mage? Or did he take jet and then jump like this?
Yeah. There you
You
go.
jump to this yeah. So if you jump from there, I think you can make it all the way up in one jump, but anyway.
I wonder if you don't have any jet, if you actually can make it by using the street light.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
I
thought that might have been like another clue.
I thought so too, but I tried. Just fucking bump your head off. Don't you waste your loot on healing yourself. You're gonna die anyway. Why is my health so low? Alright, what do we got? Crispy squirrel bits. Let's do it. Gotta save the corn. Let's do Nuka Cherry and then Nuka Chops. Not Nuka Chops, Mutant Hound Chops. Alright, enough of this. None of this bolt action loser stuff. What are we in? World War... Boo?
What happened?
Ooh. These fucking guys. Alright. Enough of this.
Yes, Pyroseer, he was a fellow junkie.
I'm a battle mage, Pyroseer. Excuse you.
I mean, the real mage is Piper for just being able to teleport.
Oh god.
Aw. Hey, Flufferson. Hey, Fluffy.
No, we should have put the camera on so he'd be cute.
Yeah, it's okay though. I bet you feel so much better after getting your hair cut.
Okay. Let's see if I can use some food
You're
items.
so clean. So nice.
That's good enough. Give me over here.
Oh, hell no!
Piece of shit. Alright, so what are my options? Let's go...
Oh, the comedic timing. Impeccable. Oh, is that so? You want a scratch? What is this? Are you already getting mad at me, lazy dog?
Get to a spot that gives me a little bit of a runway. That's like, this is too high, probably. Oh, but
I was told there is no such thing as too high. Pyroseer says, the real missing son is the drugs we take along the way.
damn.
Oh, that's a fluff.
The reality is the shotgun just sucks.
I think this happened.
Take a shit. Take a shit.
God damn. There we go. Okay. You know what else I could use? Save on ammo. I have a regular ass combat rifle. So this thing, I think I can avoid getting shot if I shoot from this angle. Because the barrel...
You're still
If you-
alive? Christ.
Alright. Wow, a very fancy rifle made out of plumbing equipment.
You gotta reload sometime, asshole!
Anyway. Since there is no ladder climbing even
Disappearing act,
on
huh?
Jet, I guess the only way to get there is to kill all those raiders and then... So throne room key, notes on the throne room. Yeah, so I think the throne room is the bathroom, right? Oh, is it like a... Oh, it's Method to Madness, okay.
Scared? No sign of them now. I don't like it. Come on, it's over. They must have run off. You can relax. I'll fucking relax when I'm ready to fuck.
That looks pretty decent. Oh, Piper still hasn't taken Jet, so she can catch up. What a square.
Time's up.
Alright. Oh, I should have looted him. Thought I could do both.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you could.
Gertie is too cute.
Yeah. It's funny. He was falling asleep, but then I went to pet him. He's like, oh, pets. I'll wake up for pets. Anything to get pet.
Pets and, like... Pets and laying on soft stuff.
You are just a lazy dog who wants lazy things.
Yes. And then once he's asleep, he dreams of being an active dog. Chasing things.
You're not an active dog. Oh, you fooling.
Even if you go out there to play with him, he'll like act excited for like a little bit, but then he'll go in before you do, invariably, and he'll be like, "All right, come on, we're going back inside."
He's got like his little feet propped up on my laptop. It's like I'm his footrest.
It's just what a ridiculous dog.
He is a ridiculous doggo.
Anyway, so the books didn't come. They were supposed to come.
Yeah, we were expecting them today, but I guess since they didn't come today, they'll come tomorrow?
It doesn't say where they are either. It just says in transit.
Yeah.
Get some, motherfucker!
Very vague.
Ah!
Ah!
Get the fuck out of my face.
Bad man.
And fuck you too. Whew, that's for the loading screen. So he doesn't have Jet in there though. He should have Jet, but yeah, he just has
Excellent.
a Skyrim sword. And I don't know. So, oh, maybe I didn't find the. I guess I didn't. He has like a Skyrim helmet somewhere. Okay. Well, anyway, I just thought it was funny that that jump is possible as long as you were taking Jet.
It really is the perfect jump for you.
Right, right. Just wanted to share my realization. Now that is like an extra quest that was done with like the whatever you call it, like the extra, like the paid mod thing. It was free for some holiday and I nabbed it.
Nice. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah, and then everyone gets a certain amount of like bonus points or whatever. I used to think like, well, that's, you know, I used to not be very anti those things, but because I was thinking like, well, I like extra mods. I like that they're giving out a financial incentive. It's cool, but in reality, they're not very high quality. They're about the same quality as just your average mod. Because I used one of the mods and I had to reload because there was a really serious bug where it would disable your map. All the icons would disappear. You couldn't get new ones to appear at all. Like on your, you couldn't map travel anymore. The whole map would be blank. And I sent them like a support ticket. They never got back to me. And it's like, these are, you know, someone's, I mean, people pay for these things. So it's like, you're paying for a product that essentially, like, has no more likelihood to be high quality than just your average mod. Especially because, like, there's no accountability. Like, you know, you would have people harassing you and, like, being like, oh, you make shitty mods and, like, saying nasty things to you on the internet, but no one knows who these like, people are that are making the mods. They don't have, like, there's no comment section. You can't see if other people are having difficulty with the mods, so. Anyway.
Anywho's it's or what's it's?
See what we can do to help out Nick Valentine. Take out this old-timey mobster group. I forget what they're called. Triggermen?
Joining Skinny Malone's crew was the best decision we...
Excuse me, I'm gonna go away and reload, I guess. No, I don't know if I have enough jet to do this. Stop.
I think you're good.
You know, I feel like this 10mm has the slowest fucking reload time I've ever seen in my life. So maybe I should actually be using the regular, like, vanilla. It does less damage demonstrably, but...
Hey, Adam Bartolome.
Hey.
He says, so how much dark fantasy have you exposed yourself to before deciding you want to make this current comic? It's actually something that has been in the backlog for a long time now.
Yeah, this is
one of the ones that was lost on the hard
Figure out
drive.
a good use for it.
Although granted, it was just like draft pages on the hard drive. But still.
it was a mostly complete draft though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was still editing it here and there, and I'm still, even now, kinda editing it and figuring out what scenes I want to leave in, take out, add in later type thing.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I know you were tweaking the intro. Some, like, some deleted scenes or whatever. You know what? Do I have enough? No, I don't. I don't have enough inventory capacity. I always do this quest without any room for loot. So let me go and, like, dump stuff / sell stuff.
But it is going to be a bit grim, but I don't want it to be like overwhelmingly depressing. And since I wanted it to be a series, a lot of the focus is about like adventuring and I guess what would I even describe it as? Because I'm thinking the first thing that pops into my head is like Inuyasha, like where they're visiting village by village and then like fight the new monster of the week. But I don't know if I would really say it's akin to Inuyasha per se. It's a little bit more.
For the first issue, you're just kind of. Sorry. For the first issue, it's just the one guy, though, right?
Yeah, the first book, it's about the one mission. The main character going to the castle, and then ends on a note that makes you think, oh my, there might be more to this than I first initially thought. And then that leads you into the second book, and then we get introduced to more characters as we go through book through book.
Granted, everything could change, right? But from what I saw, I would say one of the strongest cliffhangers I've seen.
Thank you.
I was quite intrigued.
Yes, that's what I want. I want intrigue.
Man, these loading screens are brutal.
They are.
I guess I have browser windows open. Not that anything crazy is on them, but I'll.
Curious Comic says, "Did y'all see the D&D movie? I didn't last 30 minutes. We didn't see it, although I have heard people say that they liked it and that it was super campy."
I've heard some people who are like traumatized from the greater media sphere being hot garbage, and they're like, it wasn't that bad.
Exactly,
like,
that's the compliment.
Yeah.
Is that it wasn't that bad.
The
plot doesn't sound very good to me.
Yeah, I don't need anything that's not that bad. I want something good. I don't want to be like consuming a bunch of like.
I want something to blow my dick off, you know?
Excuse me?
When will HQ be available on your website for purchase? Hopefully next week. We're still trying to fulfill the campaign, so it was delayed. So it is unfortunate.
Yeah. My apologies, everyone.
Yeah, it's because we had to switch printers for the second book that was offered on the campaign. So now we're waiting for that book to come in. And it was supposed to come today, didn't come today. I mean, it was supposed to come even before then, but you know how it is. You can only control so much.
So let's get Gun Nut rank 2. And,
I'd appreciate you not telling anyone about this place. Can't be too careful these days.
You know, I'm like partial to the Brotherhood of Steel look because it's just so clean, but I'm not in the Brotherhood of Steel, you know? Not yet. But I was in the military. You know what? I'm gonna go for the army paint. Yeah. Okay. Not me personally, the character was. Yeah, sharpshooter's grip. Alright, let's do it. Get this long, light border barrel.
Curious Comment says, I was hoping it was good. Have you watched the D&D cartoon from the 80s? I have not seen that.
I have not either.
Though I've seen a few other things from the 80s. just not that
just
one.
Just random things from the 80s. Now, what do you guys think? If I get an extended mag, does it lose its superior aesthetics?
Looks nice.
With the long mag in the bottom? As opposed to just that clean.
Well, some people think longer is better. So I don't know.
Let's see. That I can decide after I decide on, I guess advanced receiver. What I really want to get... Oh, advanced receiver is the best I can get. Okay. Let me, like, give this...
I hope you find your son.
Okay, yeah, let me give this a name. Trusty Rusty Pen.
It's a must if you like D&D, but it was made for kids. I'm old. Was the live-action movie supposed to be based on that, or completely separate own thing? I assume that it's completely separate.
Yeah, completely separate for sure. Because I've seen, like, one episode of the D&D thing.
Oh, okay.
And it was, like, so frustrating as a kid. I saw, like, one episode and I was like, I want to see more of the show that was just on, or whatever. And, like... Or I was like, yeah, look at this. This is good. I want to watch. I want more of what's this show called? Or like, you know, I'd ask questions that no one knows the answer to.
Nobody knows.
And then
You have to get the TV guide way back when. Figure out what show it was and when it was on.
But then I got the TV guide and I was looking at the time. And I was looking at the show, and it was probably like for a different time zone or something. It was probably something very simple, but it was the wrong show on every channel. And I was like, why is it wrong? And then like,
That's really frustrating.
my parents wouldn't help me. They were like, I don't know.
It's like, well, figure it out.
Or like, not that. No, they would be like my dad would look at the TV guide and they'd be like, no, that's the right issue. That's what the shows are. And then I was, but they're not. And then it's just like, so then I just had no idea.
Yeah.
You know.
That's rough, yeah.
I need to use up every type of ammo, right? So
80s fantasy is definitely, like, its own thing. It's got, like, a very neat aesthetic with it.
if you're into 80s fantasy, by the way, that sort of retro style was a big influence in my latest book's cover. Oh, man. Powerful Receiver is so much...
You're tied to this place here. Your energy.
Being able to build
You
something
wanted
with your
to be a
hands is a
second printing
special
press
gift.
while you're at it.
Glad to see you making the most of it.
This looks very Halo now. Kinda dig. Alright. Let's see. Need adhesive. And adhesive
Please,
you can
just,
make
I need to be alone right now.
with corn and tattos and mut fruit. So we will farm corn, tattos, and mut fruit. Apparently called mute fruit, but that's not what they wrote, so I will not call it.
Seems to be
mute
growing well.
fruit. You, melon, be gone. You're not welcome here. You do not form adhesive. You cannot be grown.
Well, you have it here, folks. Adam does not like melons.
Oh, I like my melons. But they're not sticky enough.
There you go.
Corn, mute fruit, and tattos together. The excess, whenever you farm whatever, will pop into your the town's like inventory thing, so then you can harvest those
Nice.
to make adhesive.
Yep, sure is dirt on the ground.
You'll keep your eyes off my daughter if you know what's good for you.
Oh yeah. Hey, stupid. Fuck you. Fuck you. How dare you farm? Yeah, you keep farming. Real busy, huh? Okay.
Piper hated that.
Excuse me.
Sell me poo-poo.
You want to buy or sell something?
Yeah. Why else would I talk to
All
you,
right.
dumbass? Okay. Junk. Need fertilizer, you stupid bitch.
Sorry, poo-poo.
Give
You're so goofy.
me the poo-poo. Do you have any ammo? Oh, good. You're 9 308 rounds. Fantastic. Any other junk I could use? I guess not. Sometimes I like overgive the amount of purified water I need, and then I like will just buy extra stuff, but she literally has only garbage to buy. So.
Hi there.
Okay.
Huh.
Now let's go. I need adhesive. Yeah. So I can make my 9mm actually function. Then I'm gonna make myself some more jet.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you were in the paper, right? You're 200 years old? Looking pretty good for your age, huh?
Fuck yeah. Although my face has just gotten burned again.
Hi.
I ain't telling you how to pick your friends, but Piper's kind of a troublemaker.
Yeah.
Oh, really? A bad girl, you say?
Let me just relaunch the game real quick. Hello? Okay. Bum, bum. But yeah, that sort of like 80s retro style art was kind of my inspiration.
Following total atomic annihilation, the rebuilding
Cover
of this great
Slayer in the White Valley.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey there, mister.
Pete. Psychopath. Does the paper
Alright.
girl just retreated, so I can't.
We're good to go. Hey, baby.
Oh, she'll like me more if I rescue people, right? Like if I help.
Yeah, that's a great way to pick up chicks. Just start rescuing people.
Well, she likes when you do like good deeds.
That's good.
Although
like
she's
it good,
also
baby.
she's also got like
We're
weird.
so delighted you've chosen us, Pete.
Uh-huh.
I think she's like a.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Oh, goody.
I think she's like a simp for. Not a simp. She's like. She's sympathetic to synths, I think.
Really?
But she doesn't. She also doesn't like the rail. Pretty sure she doesn't like the railroad, but I can't remember.
I mean, it sounded like she was describing it as like this horrifying thing.
The railroad rescues synths and then disperses them throughout the land.
Yeah, that's no good, huh?
And she doesn't like that, but then she also feels bad for synths, I think. So, I don't know. I think degenerates like that belong on a cross.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say. Suffer the synth not to live.
Yeah. Apparently it actually says that in the Bible.
Yeah. Apparently the context of that is someone having sex with an animal. Yeah, suffer them not to live. Yeah.
Why do they gotta do witches like that? I had a friend who was like more attracted to someone based on how much they believed magic was real, despite not thinking magic was real.
Yeah.
He
She's
just-
gotta believe she's a witch, man. Because that's fucking hot.
He thought it was hotter if they thought. Did I? Oh, duct tape. Okay, duct tape is always super expensive, but there we go. And then I don't have nearly enough purified water to break even on that. I guess I'll just get fucked on this deal. That's okay.
Hey, KS Mash 64, still rocking the Texan drug-addicted car salesman look. Actually, now
We've
we're
updated.
yeah.
Show you right now.
Now we're a superhero.
I'm the Silver Shroud.
You know what you're looking for?
We took the super serum.
And soon I won't even be a drug addict because I'll get
Magic sexual.
chem resistant.
Yes. Or says, how's the Uzaki-chan manga doing? Still an amazing tale? Yeah, I mean, still pretty solid. Basically, it's just continuing with the two main characters dating, and it's pretty ushy-gushy. Considering that, like, the way that the manga started was, like, kind of all about sexual tension and, like, sex jokes and stuff, goofy stuff like that. It's, like, only progressed to be more wholesome as it went on.
Okay, advanced receiver, and then it's like... One of them is like... Oh, I already have the good receiver. Okay, what was I changing? I was changing the 9mm. Glow-sighted. Should I get this, like... Should I make it all shiny so it fits my Silver Shroud aesthetic more?
That would be cool.
Oh god, who the fuck is throwing a Molotov cocktail? What? Like, literally, what's happening? Why is that on fire?
I go to my workbench for 2 minutes.
Raiders? Get the fuck out of here, you stupid piece of shit. Are you in the house? Dude, literally stop. I'm trying to work. And this meth gives me super speed. You don't want to fuck with me. Are we done? Are there more? Well, that was exciting, I guess. I'll sell you as
Carl.
Need to pick something up? Road's pretty long from here.
Yeah.
Let's see what you have.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
Oh, alright. Rude. Yeah. I got 2 lubers for you. Yeah, I don't know. That's fine. I don't need to buy like, too much stuff. Okay, now. Oh, that looks nice. I can't really look in third person because the third person button is the same thing that enters the workshop thing, so you can't look at yourself too long.
Chaos Smash 64 says Shonen Spider-Man anime. I need it. It's funny that you say that. There was actually like a Western anime style Spider-Man show that was on Disney Channel at one point, or was it Disney XD? I don't even know. I always get them mixed up. I remember watching it when it first came out, and I thought, man, this should be good, but it's just not. And so I never watched any more of it. He'll fight for everyone in Tokyo and protect his love for MJ. Yeah.
There was,
something like that.
They did like 3... They did like 3 different, anime series at once for Marvel. They did, do you remember that? I had to make my super serum. God, I have so much. Let me get both enters. Exhausting.
The tension and suggestive art is what lured me in the first 5 volumes. To be fair, the tension is now about them working their way to having sex with each other, so it's more so about the relationship progressing than it is about
Them just like maintaining a
them just like having, you know, insert awkward situation here, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, oh, let's see. Can I get more... No, just canned dog food. I wonder if I can use the canned dog food. So you can get dogs via small cages, dog cage. Oh, I have just enough to capture one dog. Yeah. A very bootleg system, but... Oh no, you know what? I won't do it the bootleg way. I'll do it the real way. Okay, so we have a dog cage. Okay, that's very cool. Now, yeah, let's do it the right way. I'll be nice and civilized. Hey, you shrub, get the fuck out of my town. Now,
We don't let shrubs in this town.
power connectors and switches. The pylon. Can I just have a laid off switch? Can we just have the regular one? Is that really? Alright. I guess this is fine. Put that there. And then... Oh, no. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Power from there. And then... So normally when I design a base, I hate having wires that people would trip over. I like having everything make sense and have, like, all the perimeter of the town be protected, etc. Oh, by the way I'm producing all of this water that I'm selling, I should show you. Because it's not out of that one water purifier. Oh no. I have ascended. Now, one might say it's just one aquifer. How could you generate so much water? Using groundwater. And I tell you, it's magic. Don't gotta explain shit. So I just have all of these rows of water pumps.
Excellent.
And they just pump. Off screen it sounds a little bit sexual, like grunting. Anyway.
Ugh.
Yeah. This is way more efficient, like resource-wise and everything, than having multiple water purifiers that use power and all the other like extra difficult to come by ingredients. That's just concrete, steel, and a gear, or 2 gears or something.
Mm.
Eliminate. Is that a private hedge? Just spell so weird. That is not how you spell private. That is the weirdest way of spelling private. See that?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes stuff can be spelled wrong and it kind of looks fine, so you're like, whatever. Then sometimes someone spells something wrong in such a way that it's like bizarre. You just can't like... You can't not notice that it's fucky wucky mucky. Okay, wait, before I leave, I have... This can't be upgraded yet, but I do love the classic, like, just standard... I can't look at myself. Let's see, what do I... Hello? Hello? Okay. So that doesn't matter because I don't have any ammo for it and I can't even buy it. As far as I saw, I didn't see it in the shop. 308... You know, when I can upgrade this to use different ammo types, I can upgrade the Mauser to use 45, and then I can change the short combat rifle to use 308. So I can be using up all my different ammos. We're going to do 4. Yeah. I think that's the right one. Then 5 is laser. Yeah. 6 is shotgun. Oops. 1 is 9. Alright. Unless there's water to trade for ammo. Oh, there is. Sweet. Let's, there's Carl over here. Is that Carl? Oh, is this someone else? It's Preston Garvey, alright. Alright. quick ammo trade, and then we'll get to murdering.
Sure. Let's try to like end around 12:30ish.
Okay. What time is it now?
Almost 12.
Okay.
Jeez, pal. I like guns too. But you think you might be overcompensating there?
Whoa.
I don't really understand the
Got some great stuff if you're interested.
That was always such a weird.
Let's see what you have.
Don't forget to stock up on ammo.
That was always such a weird argument. Is like, you can't like gun, pee-pee, no biggie. It's like, it's also like. It's also like explicitly homosexual. Even if a girl is suggesting it, it's like, oh wow, I have a lot of jet. That's 10 pounds of jet.
You're gonna need it.
Going into combat with 10 pounds.
You heard the Bork in the background, chat?
Yeah.
He's sleeping. He's getting his sleep exercise.
Yeah. I wonder if I could grab some. Do that? Yeah. I think this trader has some. Oh, let's talk to the. No. We talked to too many people.
You again. All right.
Yeah,
Got plenty.
Barter.
Let's see what you have.
Just don't call it junk.
Okay.
Well, I ain't calling it for dinner.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Fusion cells, always a fun time. And then, yeah, take your purified water. Okay. Alright. You know, I tried at one point to have, like, ammo manufacturing and all this stuff. It's not worth it. Just water, sell the water for ammo. I want to mess around with the vault in this too. I want to make like an interesting vault. Not quite sure what that should look like, but yeah, we'll try and do something with the vault. Maybe, I wonder if you can move everyone from Sanctuary to another base. Probably not without a mod, right? Probably they're supposed to be in the regular spot. Wish I could find more 9mm, but I guess we'll only use the fancy pistol for a little bit. I'm excited to discover all the Silver Shroud dialogue. I've never done a playthrough as the Silver Shroud. There's a lot of dialogue in the DLCs for the Silver Shroud for whatever reason. They like added more in the amusement park DLC. It has like a bunch of extra
pretty
silver.
fun.
Yeah. There's like a cowboy section, and you have all these Silver Shroud options. There's a quest for the Silver Shroud where they want you to pick up the outfit and then fight crime using the radio to like direct you to different crimes. And then he gets kidnapped, and you can act as the Silver Shroud when you're rescuing him. So. All right. Outrun the...
Legendary trigger. Nice.
Poison.
Too bad he didn't have any jet on him.
What you got there? The knife. Nice 9mm. I need some of that. Give me your ammo, I need some of that. I don't have a problem. Maybe I should be popping some other drugs. Yeah, you know, picking up guns doesn't make a ton of sense, because I kind of feel like most of my money is going to be through...
Super mutants decorate
It pains me to just leave the guns, but, you know... It starts to just cloud your inventory, you know?
Hmm.
You start to, like, just... Yeah. Nuka-Cola Quantum.
Hey, Red Wolf Corp revamped in the chat.
Hey.
Says, hiya guys, I played a little Crash Bandicoot 4 this evening. Get him, get him.
Alright. Anyone else? Gotta remember to reload my guns.
Just pick up from the ash pad, yes.
Submachine guns, though, you know what? They are kind of, like, valuable for their weight, aren't they?
Hmm.
Not that you would know, but, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I made the Pip-Boy quite cool with these extra animations.
Yeah, something else with the Pip-Boy that they changed for this game is, because everyone pointed out, if you're right-handed and you put the Pip-Boy in your left hand, you'd have to reach across all the buttons. So you'd always be covering up the display. So with this version of the Pip-Boy, they changed it so all the buttons are on the right and on the left. Or, yeah.
Why'd that thing go like, what are you, an idiot?
Yeah, fuck looting. I'll sell water to make my money.
I got a
don't
question.
need to check these guys' bodies.
Why the hell would anyone build?
Dark fantasy stories were you inspired for the current story? I mean, it wasn't even all dark fantasy stories that I was inspired by. It's kind of just like an amalgamation of multiple fantasy things that I've taken in over the years. It's like, obviously, the whole genre where it's like soul reaping, I've read like multiple manga especially, where that is kind of like the theme is that you're collecting people's souls and stuff. Or fighting souls or whatever. I always thought that was an interesting angle. Obviously, you know, I'm Souls-like fan with the Dark Souls games and whatnot. I did find the concept of, like, eating other people's souls to gain their power to be quite intriguing. So I thought, oh man, I should, like, center a story kind of around that. And then from there, you know, I started building up the world and thinking about interesting places for the characters to go and whatnot. Interesting monsters and creatures that they would face, you know, some inspiration from, like, Dungeons and Dragons, or just, like, creatures I see from stuff like
How you
Elden Ring
doing
or
in
Dark
there,
Souls.
Valentine? Feeling hungry?
Like I said, it's just like
Keep
a
talking,
big,
meathead.
large
Get-
list of other fantasy things that I've seen that I kind of used as a springboard for creating my own thing.
Imagine just like guy sprints in, immediately.
Hell yeah.
Immediately just like murders the guy talking to you before he before he can turn around, and then hacks the computer and overrides door control, runs in, takes the bobblehead. Like,
Oh my god.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm the Silver Shroud. What's up, man? What's up?
Oh, he's spooky.
Haha, my knight in shining armor. Question is, why does he come all this way? Risk life and limb? An old private eye.
I feel like you should be allowed to say like, ah, God, what a freak.
Whoa. What are you?
Told you, I'm a detective. Look, I know the skin and the metal parts ain't comforting, but it's not important right now.
I don't
The
know,
only
it could
thing
be.
that matters is why you went to all this trouble to cut me loose.
My son, Sean, is missing. He was kidnapped. But I don't know who took him or where they went.
Missing kid, huh? Well, you came to the right man, not the right place. I've been cooped up in here for weeks. Turns out the runaway daughter I came here to find wasn't kidnapped. She's Skinny Malone's new flame. And she's got a mean streak. Anyway, you got troubles, and I'm glad to help. But now ain't the time. Let's blow this joint. Then we'll talk. Malone's crew here used to be small time. Muscled out of the old neighborhood by bigger players. Until they found this place. Don't know what happened to the previous
Yeah,
owners,
I'm kind
but
of
they're
curious
not
about the different
exactly
categories of
around the
how
John
characters get stronger in
Perfect hideout.
different things. There's like the whole trajectory of like Fist of the North Star.
I hear some of them coming.
Maybe Yu-Gi-Oh or something.
How do you want to play?
What am I using stealth like a nerd? How do I want to play this? Yeah, that sort of concept of defeat unique enemy with unique power, get unique power and more strength, etc.
Can't pick this.
This door's on the fritz. Let me see if I can get it open. Almost got it. There we are. Hell of a lot easier to do when the lock isn't on the other side.
Part of me was expecting him to pull out some Inspector Gadget fingers. Start like,
Yeah, right?
yeah.
Sweet.
That's the laundry room. I'll take the
Laundry.
broom.
I gotta loosen up. Now I can finally wash my clothes.
What is all this?
Excellent.
Unexpected.
So much more satisfying, like without the slow-mo with this pistol.
Malone's gonna have your guts for Carter.
It's kind of bizarre how the game functions so well as just a FPS that you pick up loot. Man, I remember when I first went into GameStop to buy Fallout 3. I asked for the game, and then the guy rolled his eyes, sighed, and said, "It's not an
More
FPS."
stairs?
And I was like,
Who
"What?"
built this damn vault? A fitness instructor?
And he was like,
Over
"A
here.
first-person shooter." It's like shitty attitude. I guess he was used to like Call of Duty kids or something, but I was like, I was so confused because I wanted the game because I played Oblivion, not because of fucking Call of Duty. It's like the most insulting shit someone could say to you is like, it's not like Call of Duty, you wouldn't like it. It's like, you wanna die?
Yikes.
You wanna die, buddy?
Don't have the key.
Another locked door. Shouldn't be too hard. Okay, got it. But I hear big fat footsteps on the other side. Once we step through this door, get ready for anything.
Alright, how do you want to play this?
Nick.
You really want to do this here? With these...
Well, yeah. I leave this decision making up to you. There's some like dialogue and you have some different choices.
What are you doing? You come into my house, shoot up my guys? You have any idea how much this is gonna set me back?
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for your two-timing dame, Skinny. You ought to tell her to write home more often.
Oh, poor little Valentine. Ashamed you got beat up by a girl. I'll just run back home to Daddy, shall I?
Should've left it alone, Nikki. This ain't the old neighborhood. In this vault, I'm king of the castle. You hear me? And
So he's supposed to be fat,
dick
and that's
shut
like
us
the
down
joke,
now
but...
that I finally got a good thing going.
I told you we should have just killed him! But then you had to get all sentimental. All that stupid crap about the old times.
Darla, I'm handling this. Skinny Malone's always
like his
got
voice,
things under
though.
control.
Oh yeah? Then what's this guy doing here, huh? Valentine must have brought him here to rub us all out.
Just stare down.
Encourage violence. Or what should I say?
Let's see what his sarcastic one-liner is.
Let's see.
That wasn't the plan originally, but hey, tempting.
Hey, I'm the one in charge here. You got something to say? Say
Piper
it to me.
disliked that.
Oh no.
I disliked it too. It was a dumb line.
Yeah, he should have
Darla,
Got
listen
him.
to me.
got him
You
better.
have a home to go back to. You don't want to throw your life away with these thugs.
You're right! What am I doing? I've gotten all mixed up.
Darla, where are you going?
Home, Skinny.
Man,
Where I
that was
should have
really
been all
easy,
this
huh?
time. This is goodbye for us.
Oh, come on, Nikki. You cost me my men. Now you and your friend cost me my girl?
My friend here just did... Now that she's not around to feed that
Should
temper of
I go with
yours,
that, or do you
you'll
want me to
see sense
encourage
and let us
violence?
walk. You still owe me for 2 weeks in the hole.
You smug, overconfident ass. Get out of here! All right, you get to the count of 10. I still see your face after that. I'm gunning both of you down.
Man, that was way too easy, huh?
It's a hard dialogue thing to pass.
Okay.
But I have 2 points away from max in charisma, right? I think there's some perks you can get to convince people better. Oh no, 3 away from max. Oh no, 2, because I have the glasses give me +1.
Oh.
So, I needed it for... I thought I needed Party Boy, but I don't, because that's for alcohol, and I'm not going to use alcohol. I needed it for... Well, this. Obviously, everyone needs this. But... No, I didn't need charisma at all. I just have it for no reason. Oops.
Whoopsie.
3, 4.
Piper. Piper's got some attitude over there.
Piper!
She's walking. Okay. Why are you going through there? Oh, I guess this is actually way faster to get out. So a lot of the followers will go like, oh, if you travel with too many people, you'll attract a crowd or something like that, right? But sometimes it doesn't matter, and it's kind of weird that they won't go with you. Like for example, for like some final mission scenario where you're just like attacking a giant evil base, why shouldn't like every single follower you know come with you?
Hey, Valentine.
Are you ready to talk? How do you know to find me down in that old vault?
I have my ways.
Really?
I'm the Silver Shroud.
Well, I'm glad those ways included shooting. Now, you mentioned something about your son, Sean, how he went missing. I want you to come to my office in Diamond City. Give me all the details.
I'll meet you there.
See you in Diamond City.
But first, see if I can get the good neighbor. I want to see if I can get the good neighbor, and then there's a guy who is like the #1 fan of the Silver Shroud and wants to send you to go get the Silver Shroud outfit. But what happens if you're already wearing it when you go meet him? Is he just like, oh my god, it's you! I'm your #1 fan!
Aw.
Then he immediately sends me on a superhero mission.
That would be awesome.
Getting to Good Neighbor is quite tricky because, you know, all the buildings and stuff. Oops. Oh yeah, that's a nice rate of fire. One of the most disgusting items you can pick up is a blood bug proboscis, which is like a mosquito's blood sucking thing.
Hear that?
I think this way. Yeah, so it's past the gunners. Shooting cells? Don't mind if I do. You know, laser pistol, not bad. Where's the guy I shot? Stim pack.
Jamie Rose mentions, I hope you guys have a mod that lets you carry unlimited weight.
No. Who needs it? I'm only carrying 151 pounds. So good neighbor south from here? That doesn't make sense. That was... No, I guess it is this way. It's like to the left, kind of. Is that right? It is. It's right there. This is so bullshit though. How is that good neighbor? Oh, it is good. Okay, it just wasn't showing up on like the HUD thing as an undiscovered location, which it is. But we found good neighbor. Huh?
It's nice that they found a neon sign that says good neighbor.
Maybe they built it. Maybe they have glass blowers in town.
Yeah, and yet they can't build a nice house.
Maybe it was a store called Good Neighbor, and they just took the sign and named the whole neighborhood.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
I will beat your fucking face in.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid
Disliked
up,
that?
okay?
Piper, you stupid whore.
What? How did she dislike that? He threatened me. What did you expect?
What do you care?
About to turn
He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn?
Fucking Piper.
Let him go.
You soft, Hancock.
Yeah.
You keep letting outsiders
Hawkeye
walk all
says
over
kill
us.
Finn.
One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something.
Oh, jeez.
Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. Now I know you had old Finn handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
That's the mayor?
What should I say?
Ghoul?
You're a ghoul? That's right. Like my face. I think it gives me a sexy King of the Zombies kind of look. Big hit with the ladies. Yeah. Listen, a lot of walking rat freaks like me around
in
here.
Like comments and stuff.
Those kinds of
say
questions
like
on a low burner
they're like,
time.
oh yeah,
good neighbors of the people for the people. You feel me? Everyone's
and it's
welcome.
just like
he's got a nice voice. I'll give him that. But
right,
you're gonna need to close your eyes during bedtime.
Of the people, for the people, brother.
I can tell I'm gonna like you already. Just consider this town your home away from home. So long as you remember who's in charge.
A new player and good neighbor. Hello, little pawn. Welcome to our fun and games.
It's a pretty good voice. Then they changed out this little character.
Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion.
It used to be like this weird misandrist robot that was like, I don't know, but now they made it into a male. This
USA on it.
What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
I see. Someone reprogrammed you to be a kiosk, but they tweaked your interaction protocols to mess with customers, right?
Designation Assaultron, designed to provide a variety of security-related tasks to the modern man. Runtime modification. Greet customers with military bravado and masculine humor. Indeed, I am not a woman. I am little more than a kiosk with a colorful personality matrix. Now, would you like to buy something?
Fair enough.
You're an Assaultron?
Yes. You're very perceptive. Well, not really. I'm actually making fun of you. So what'll it be? How can I help you kill your enemies?
So what kind of weapons do you have?
Anything that can kill a man, I sell, except suicidal depression. That is unfortunately not packageable. Now, are we doing business?
It is if you live in Canada.
I'll take a look, sure.
Purchase a variety, in case of boredom.
Okay.
So what do you think of the character change, chat?
I like it more than... I would like anything more than the previous character.
fair enough, fair enough.
But, that's fine. Poisoners and Knuckles I'm not going to use. I used to have a mod that would let me transfer the legendary from one item to another, but it would so often have problems that it's way more worth it just to use console commands and, I don't know, whip yourself as flagellation for cheating. I don't know. It's just like, it would always cause me to have to restart the game multiple times. So. Anyway, it doesn't really have anything like super amazing. I think I'll just take the caps. There's no like weapons I haven't seen yet.
KR Smash says, a sarcastic robot that talks down on people, my kind of bro.
Yeah. Tactical excited automatic laser pistol. Okay. Oh no, not cancel. Yes. Did I get radiated just now?
We should think about wrapping up the stream then.
Okay. Well, let's talk to the big fan. Let's talk to our biggest fan and see. And
Your lady friend there. She's the dame who writes public occurrences, right? Good stuff. I always did appreciate good investigative journalism.
Okay. I guess he's like pre-war. So he's like, oh yeah, investigative journalism. I remember that from when newspapers existed. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay.
You got the
This
memory
one I really
pod
wanna
loaded
go.
up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Hey.
Good neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
I hear you.
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver Shroud? Huh, that's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
I guess there's no option for that.
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
Curious.
Aren't there other survivors from that time?
Oh, sure. There were a lot of us ghouls that lived back then, but none of us looked as good as you. Are you really that old?
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Wasn't he a caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. They found him in an iceberg off the harbor. Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
Glimmers of hope.
It seems like people are finally rebuilding and recovering from the nuclear war.
Maybe in some parts, like Diamond City, but over here,
Piper like
we got a ways to go. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
Yeah, sure. Let me just put my silver submachine gun here on the table.
You really gotta
Take
rain
off
on this
my
guy's
black
picnic.
trench coat.
I know how it sounds. I've built my own custom machine
I
gun.
humored him.
Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston. They made it for the TV show. Will you help?
I already have it. So I'm wearing
As it happens, I already have your costume.
There she is. Pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And
Oh, the
memorabilia
costume
too?
characterized
There's
as
something
she.
else. Together
More
with my
like
gun,
boots are
everything's
characterized
all
as
set.
she.
Yeah, but I wouldn't think about that through clothes.
Wait, I want to keep the costume. What's going on?
I'm thinking I'll keep the costume.
Hear me out a second. I've come to realize something. I'm just not Silver
Slut.
Here you go.
After all these years,
Strip
the
immediately.
Silver Shroud is born again.
It just cuts back to you
But
when you're in your
there's
underwear.
just
Well,
one
I'm glad I
problem.
was able to help.
I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake.
Yep.
Who gets the
What
suit?
happens to the suit?
Oh, I have an idea who should.
Mhm.
You up
Just
to being
like
a Silver
have your
Shroud?
dick out wearing
You already
nothing
got
but
your own origin
sunglasses.
story and everything. What with the cryovault and all.
Right.
Sure.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The costume and gun are yours. So you patrol Good Neighbor's streets, and I'll call in any crimes on my radio station.
Okay. So I think he gives that magic buff to it because I think it previously it didn't have any armor associated with it. It was just like bad.
Here's
he
some
makes
calling
it
cards, I
magic.
guess.
Oh,
When you dispatch
okay.
justice, leave them behind.
Cool.
That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
All right. I guess I'll put my clothes on and we can end the stream. The Silver Shroud hat is still bad. He did not upgrade the hat. But
Hey, what gives?
oh, all my guns are reloaded. Nope, not this one.
No, the trash can is shaped like a rocket.
I love those trash cans.
They're the best.
There's a bunch of files to print your own trash cans from like 3D files to print your own rocket-shaped little desk trash cans.
Nice.
So I could make you your own trash can shaped like a rocket.
Living the dream.
Living the dream. Probably even with a hinge, I would bet. Okay. So,
Alrighty. So, I don't know, happy story or
happy story. Happy story.
anything you want to, in general, end the stream with?
Yes. Well, let me look at chat. I haven't seen chat. Hello, chat. Hey, peoples. Hakai. Or Hakao. I don't know. Or Star Hakai. Cacao. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Anyway. Happy story. No, I don't really have one. But,
There you go. Well,
I didn't commit great sins of bummeronomy this stream.
hopefully the happy story is the books will be here soon.
Yeah, hopefully. And what happened was, I guess I didn't pay early enough in the day on Friday, because they're in Bulgaria, so then there's like 7 hours ahead. So I paid like first thing in the morning before we left for the con, but I guess whatever. So I don't know. So it shipped later. So instead of shipping on Friday and taking 4 to 5 days to be here, I think it must have shipped on Monday, so 4 to 5 days to, it shipped on the 10th, so. Right now it says, it's been picked up from where it was supposed to, it was like waiting for customs clearance since like 10 yesterday. And then it was picked up at 2 a.m. today. And it's still in transit. So it doesn't say where, by the way. It just says
It's just super vague.
Like it said the airport in France it departed from, and it said like it says the different cities in Bulgaria it's like being driven through, but it's in the United States, but it doesn't say where, so I don't know how close it is. But it was supposed to come by 1800 hours today.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
So, hopefully tomorrow it'll come.
Hopefully. We're holding out for these books to arrive, basically. Until then, I'll be shipping out the helmets to those of you who got the Ultimate Bundle.
Yes. And it's like, I feel bad because I really appreciate people who are like, getting my book, you know?
Yeah.
It makes me all warm and fuzzy. Taking a chance on me being a good writer, man. So I really appreciate it. I feel bad it's like the slowest thing to arrive. I'm gonna throw in like extra like original art. Something. I don't know. I'll write a thank you note.
Yeah, you do that. Or just type a thank you note, since no one will be able to read your writing.
No. No, it's more personal if you write it by hand.
I love the idea of them just like opening up the thank you note and being like, "What is this?
I'll write.
Why did a child scribble on paper
You're
and
so
put it in my
rude.
package?"
You're so rude.
It like takes it to a translator. Like, can you interpret?
I blame public school for like right after you learn how to print, they're like, all right, now it's time for cursive, and like literally no person on earth wants you to use cursive. Literally no one. People want you to sign your name in cursive, but that is literally it. You should learn how to sign your name and nothing else. You should never write in cursive, because like the idea that it's faster is just completely false. Like some stuff, if you just don't lift up the pen, you can write some words and whatever. But
it does look fancy though.
It looks fancy, but again, like 0 people want you to give them something unreadable and fancy. Like, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for keeping us company, and
yeah, we'll see you next time. Maybe we'll play some more Fallout 4, or who knows, man. I guess tomorrow's Friday, so maybe there'll be a Friday with Dan Fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm super down to stream more of this stuff. I'm having a lot of fun playing through the game.
Yeah. And I'm sure it must be interesting seeing like the changes that the mod made. So
yeah,
it's like a whole new experience. Anyway, guys, we will catch you next time. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Good night, everyone. And thanks so much for hanging out. I'll hopefully catch you